Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Eric Rico Nance, City of God Christian Ministries. This is our new format for our weekly inspirations. Today I want to inspire you to become great. When I think about greatness, the only thing that I think about is Jesus Christ, Yeshua the Messiah, becoming just like him. Ephesians 5 and 14, as I went over with you guys a few weeks ago, deals with dying the death to become a child of light. The death that you must die is a spiritual death. You must become dead to sin. Romans 12, 1 and 2 lets you know that that's your reasonable service. Romans 6 asks you a question that I love to ask you guys today. It says, just because the grace of God is available for you, should you continue in sin? Paul's answer to that is God forbid. But the only way that you can really accomplish this feat, the only way you can die the death to become the children of light, is if you live the mindset that Jesus had. Jesus' mindset was based upon one word and one word only. And that word is nevertheless. Nevertheless. Today I dare you guys to listen to this short message and live the mindset of nevertheless. And I guarantee you the same results that Jesus got with it will be the same results that you would get in your life. Mark 14:36. This describes Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. Well, Luke described him as bleeding blood, as sweating blood dripping from his face. He was in complete agony, turmoil. He wanted to do things his way. He was fighting himself to do things God's way. However, he was just like us. It was tough. We wanted to go left, but we knew God wanted us to go right. We were stuck in the middle and we had to make a decision. Let's follow the example that we read here. Mark 14:36. It says, and he said, being Jesus, Abba, Father, all things are possible unto thee. I want you to know this. All things are possible unto the Father. All things are possible unto God. With God, there is nothing that is impossible. Then he says, take this cup away from me. Well, the thing is that Jesus had to come redeem man. We were in debt to Christ. Therefore, he had to come and he had to die. His blood had to be shed. But he also had to be resurrected again on the third day. Therefore, he was asking something that the Father in his heart, I'm sure he wanted him to. But in order for him to accomplish what he came for, he had to die the death. He says, Father, can you take this cup from me? Jesus just stopped right there because he came to himself and he knew what he was called to do. He said, nevertheless, not what I will, but what thou wilt. Not my will, but thy will. I know you guys might be in the same shoes Jesus was in back then. You were in shoes where you were faced with adversity. You were trembling with fear. You had friends that no longer supported you. You had friends that betrayed you, people who were close to you. And you said, man, because of these things, I kind of really want to move to the left. However, God is saying no. The church might have betrayed you. The pastor might have lied to you all of your life. But Jesus is letting you know that it was never about the church. It was never about the pastor. It was always about him. Yeshua the Messiah wants a relationship with you. And the only way you can get it is if you live the mindset of nevertheless. No matter what I'm going through, I'm going to serve you. No matter how I feel on the inside, I'm going to serve you. No matter how much I want to go left, I'm going to do that which is right. God, in telling us to do things such as keeping his commandments, to do things that we should be doing, the things that God asked us to do, God has something greater in store if we do it. We might not know it all in the beginning. It's like we start in a maze. If you follow the God that is inside of all of us, the God of the Word of God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God that led Moses and the Israelites, if you follow this God, he will lead you out of the maze. He tells you also in the book of Isaiah, he says, for my ways are higher than yours. My thoughts are higher than yours. Who else should we follow but him? A lot of times we like to say that Jesus is our co-pilot. God doesn't want to be your co-pilot. He wants to lead you today. I know you want to go left. However, nevertheless is the mindset you must have. Consider Joseph, not Jesus' father. Joseph, the son of Isaac, the son of Jacob, I'm sorry. Joseph was betrayed by his brothers. Then he became a slave. And while he was a slave, he was accused for committing adultery, which he didn't want to do because he didn't want to sin against God. And then he became imprisoned. And while he was imprisoned, he helped some people out and they forgot about him. But God had something more in store for him. He didn't get down on himself. He didn't say, God, why did you leave me? You know what? My life is really crazy. I'm no longer going to serve God. You know, everything that I thought was God wasn't real anyway. You know what? This whole God thing doesn't work. He didn't say that. What he said was, nevertheless. And by his mindset, he was able to lead Israel and Egypt and the rest of the people that were around Egypt out of famine. God used him to do something mighty, and God has something mighty that he wants to do with you. Two things happen when you have this mindset. Number one, you save others. The nevertheless mindset saves others, it saves yourself, and it takes you to the next level. Jesus Christ went to the next level. Those are three things. It saves others, saves you, and it takes you to the next level. Jesus, once he rose from the grave, where did he go? He went to the right hand of the Father. He went to the next level. Joseph, when he had this mindset, he went from being a prisoner, a slave, to the second in charge of all of Egypt. You want your territory expounded? Nevertheless. I love you guys. I thank you for listening. I would love for you to check out our message. The number to call is 805-360-1000 at 1:20 Central Standard Time on Saturday. I'm going to be teaching this lesson on 140 West 81st Street. The doors open at 12:30. Class starts at 1 o'clock. And I'm going to be teaching this story of nevertheless. I'm going to teach you guys how to get to the next level. Below, I've included a couple more videos. You're going to look below on your email, and there's two other videos that I have down there, and they're concerning the book of Colossians. If you are a Christian, you need to see it. I love you guys with the love of Christ. Email me, cityofgodonline@gmail.com. I love you with the love of the Lord, and I'll see you guys soon. God bless you. Nevertheless.